Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
A Beggar group of companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakonya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewani su adie. Na fe ya sansu adie ni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tietia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ya mekanchiro. That be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. 29th September. Annie. And for any reservation, Anasen Chirichiremubia. And your fresh home true 0243 514732. And now plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, and Afe, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye Kikim.
Everybody check now. Check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real, don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. Green select glucometer, fa check it. Push sugar level, fa check it, check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Anyway, Sammy Flex TV. We know how we do it when it comes to Fridays, a brush up of the week's activities, and we are sure going to do that with the 3-man squad today. Nana Reagan is seated, and Tim Dode Solomon is also seated, and we are not going to spend so much time. We just have to go straight and hit the issues as we have to hit them. If you know me, my name is Sammy Flex. If you don't know me, my name is Sammy Flex. If you are joining us for the first time, this is a discussion platform where we discuss some of the pertinent and the trending issues in our showbiz space. And I'm doing that with the gentlemen who are seated with me. Extreme left is in Team Dode Solomon. You can simply call him Chamo. He is the online manager, Flex Entertainment Limited. He is also a digital consultant, and for your legal solutions digitally. Legal solutions digitally. Yeah. Come, we will take care of you. No problem. Consultation fee is small. We will take care of you. Nana Regard is also a journalist. He is the road manager for Wendy Shea, and at the same time, he is an event person as well. And behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is called Currency. He's controlling our camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show, and you out there, thanks for always being a part of what we do here on Sammy Flex TV. Now, we have some interesting issues to just hit them back to back, and we run away from here. First, let me start from Chemo's man, Kelly Nilate. Sometimes Chemo sees some of his posts and he laughs. I know. And I know why Chemo has been laughing sometimes. He is saying something about record labels and up and coming talent. Or better still, record labels and emerging talent. Now, what he's saying and what I've seen, I'm in a fix whether I should agree or disagree with him. But I'm sure I can do that better if I sit with my people like this. So let me read it to you. Richie, you can read it. Let me read it so we take it from there. It says, it is very difficult for new acts to be promoted on mainstream TV and radio because of a very complex route created by record labels and their mainstream structures. They control narrative, DJs, events, media producers, presenters, award schemes. For these reasons, digital platform became a perfect platform for any act wanting to be independent of the evil record labels. YouTube spends so much money investing in ways to empower independent artists. Then boom, the record labels bring their money to buy executives of these digital platforms, hijacking playlisting creators, DJs, and even country reps. Worse off, they are pushing a narrative through guys like Sadiq, who are being paid to push down the narrative of independent music. Sorry to the new, young, and established acts who want to do things their way. The road is getting darker. They will buy the conscience of all pundits soon. That is what Chemo's man, Kelly Nilante, is saying. So all that he's saying is that now, if you are an independent artist, you are doomed. Because the record labels are using their resources to spoil everywhere. So you will not even get a space to promote your work. That is what he's saying. Is this true? Or maybe some exaggerations are in there. Chemo, your man. Yeah. So we'll start with him, obviously.
Yeah. Wow, interesting. You see, there's one thing. We all know that poor people really don't like rich people.
Why people don't like rich people?
No, yeah.
And why don't they like them?
In fact, most of them think that rich people cheated.
The reason.
Yeah, they cheated the system to be who they are.
Uh-huh.
And it's because of them that they are not also, they are poor.
Okay.
Like the poor people, that's how most of them think.
Mm.
Yeah. Especially when they see no way ahead of them to also
make it
in the system.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes a problem. I think that's the same way Kelly is presenting this one. Mm-hmm. It's like those with enough resources to compete and make it in the system are now evil, because they have what it takes to make it.
Okay.
If you are an independent artist, I think the only thing that goes against you is that you don't have enough resources to compete.
True.
So it's either you find a way to get your resources, or you find other means to also succeed. Mm-hmm. There's no need to label people as evil because they have what it takes to succeed. Mm-hmm. If you do that in any system or in any society, you will not move on. Okay. Because poor people, some of them will complain for the rest of their life until they die. They won't take any action. True. Few will take action and their fortunes will change, or their destiny will change. And then those who have the resources, they won't sit down waiting for anybody. They will do what it takes to still make more. So record labels, they've been struggling like an independent artist not long ago because the system was changing. In fact, they don't detect how the system should work. At the time that it was a CD, it was a different ball game altogether. In fact, let's go back even when it was a cassette. When it was a cassette recordings that you have to sell and all that, the game was different. In fact, some people lost at that time. And then we came to CDs. The same thing happened. Some people were still with the cassette, and then those with the CDs took over the market. And these things, sometimes it happens based on technologies available and how quickly people take them. So record labels, some of them are no more.
Yeah.
It's not because they didn't have money or whatever, but the system took over and they couldn't move with it. And a typical example, even in our country, you can mention Despite. Despite was a huge figure in our music industry.
Yeah, true.
But can we mention his name at this time?
No.
No. Because the way it was going, he was like, no, this one I know the seat top, so let me find my way. And then he did something else. So why would you want to call somebody evil because they have what it takes to win based on the system that we have? People buying pundits, people buying their way, whatever, however you want to put
presenters
it.
and DJs
and producers, however, like whatever you want to call it. That's the system. If you are an independent artist, so the presenter should do it for you for free. Or the platform.
Yes, so for now, that's how the independent guys speak. Oh, Brasa, maybe me, no, they do, especially when the young boys call you. Brasa, I don't have anybody. It'll be me alone. They do. I tell them, me too, I don't have anybody.
Let them get hit, and then you see how they will talk. So I think he should rather encourage, and if he has any idea of how the independent artists can succeed, he should be suggesting ways for them to also come up. Because those with the resources will not sit down and say that do your thing. And then if you are an independent artist, I mean, it's not all independent artists who are broke. Somebody like Shatta, Wale, he's an independent artist, but I don't think he can compete. He can compete with the system. But there are a lot of things that he can't do because he's an independent artist. And it's nobody's fault. It's his own decision. Yes. So I don't know why he wants to label those who have resources and compete and make it as evil people. I think it will be better to advise the independent artists or the up and coming artists to do the needful to make it in this system, because it's not easy since you were born to whatever age that you are in now. You've been struggling. Not only about even money. Even about your health.
Survivor everywhere.
Really pe watch work and now surviving, you are taking drugs, you are doing stuff just to survive. And that's how the world is. And those who have enough will not sit down for those who don't have to say that, okay, because I have enough of me too, I want to be like you, so I won't do anything. No. It's either those who don't have should find a means to also beat the system. Or you get that. That's the surviving mode that we are in. So I disagree with him completely, especially labeling those with the resources as evil.
Wicked.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Well, Nana, take over. Let's move on.
I think for the first time in reading Kelly Lante's series of posts on industry
digital posts, series of digital posts,
of course, on industry issues. This is the first one that I will disagree with him completely, because I don't know. I wish to ask him that he's a PR person. So if a label engage his services and he is paid to render a certain promotional or an agenda for an artist, how does that make the label evil? How does that, I mean, and what does that make him?
So in his mind, the labels are doing that deliberately to block chances of their competitors who are the independent artists.
Because if the labels also get it free, they will enjoy it. If it comes free, if there's an access for everybody to promote like freely, who will make budget and go and make promotions? That's the system. So you just need to find ways and means to survive in it. You understand? I don't think he's one person that I know him to be very, very business conscious when it comes to our dealings in our space. So how that, like, I don't understand, how does that make him? If you are saying the label coming to engage your services is deliberately doing that to block independent artists, because when the labels come,
keep them out
they
of
give
competition.
When the labels come to you as a PR, they give you good business deals. and you enjoy them.
Proposals.
You understand? So how does that make it? If the label coming to you is evil for coming to you to give you those deals, how does that make you the one receiving it? So I don't think he's right or making sense with this particular one. What he needs to do, I when you were reading the thing, I thought at the point he was going to talk about maybe artists leaving labels, and then maybe the labels trying to sabotage their career and making their career difficult.
That's not what he's talking about.
But this is completely out of the way. It is totally out. It is like sitting there right now and saying that, okay, me drawing a plan and say that, okay, this plan, when I go to this person, he will charge me. If I go to this person, he will take a fee. If I go to that person, they will take a fee. And you would agree that every platform or every person that is contributing to a certain promotional or showbiz space also is doing that to get something out of it.
Like he mentioned YouTube. YouTube is doing that to keep more people on the platform and make more money.
So if you want to say that those engaging such services, or maybe when YouTube has updated their business deals, and let's say a label wants to is able to have them.
Fact, YouTube is also keep blocking new video on demand platforms.
Yes.
Because YouTube is paying, people will go there. They will not go to the other services. It's the same thing.
So I think this one, Kelly did not get it. He did not get it at all.
Okay.
I mean, he should just come back again.
Well, I've seen something beautiful, and what I've seen beautiful is the fact that Ronnie is everywhere, is currently in America, and he was on his way doing his own thing when coincidentally he has been at the show places of some of our artists who are also in America touring. And specifically, I can mention Sarkodie, and currently I can also mention Stonebwoy, and have been following his blog for the past days. I'm feeling the kind of work he's doing for these people, and I'm asking myself, what if they had gone there with him on their budget? What wrong would have this created? Because he was there on his own, paid for his own plane ticket and blah blah blah. As it stands now, I'm sure he's even still paying for his own hotel and maybe they're flying in and out of states. But when these two guys performed in America, Sarkodie and Stonebwoy, the kind of support, the kind of publicity I've seen he has given to these guys, I'm just here asking myself that, so really they need it. It makes it look beautiful. It keeps their fans up to date with whatever they are doing. But why are they not ready to spend on some of these people? And I'm not talking about Stonebwoy and Sarkodie alone, please get it right. I'm not talking about Stonebwoy and Sarkodie alone. For some time, I see Medical. When he's going to places, he goes there with James Kweku. Shatta Wale has also been running around with Ronnie is everywhere anytime he's in Ghana. And it has been 1-2 places like that. I'm asking that, why is it so difficult for these our celebs, knowing that they will need the publicity, knowing that they will need the information delivery from these places to their fans? Why are they always not willing to invest in these areas? Maybe they are going on a tour. They are among their management and blah blah blah. They also get one blogger who will be on the side and they'll be taking care of him. And all that blogger has to do is to blog or to communicate what is happening. And Ronnie has been doing that for these people ever since he met them or he crossed lines with them in America. All their updates about what they are doing in America, I get them from Ronnie, and it's beautiful. Would they have paid for him to go with him? Since they are enjoying him, would they have paid for him to go with Nana?
That's all right.
Now we are journalists.
This is a bit complex. Yes, it is, because I think this conversation starts from what kind of tour or what kind of event the artist is traveling to play. And the conversations goes ahead to highlight, okay, what is the host demanding from the artist? You
The
understand?
host.
The host. Because sometimes in some of these conversations, the artist will say, okay, I am proposing this, I am taking that, and that I want to come with this person. Maybe the artist will even consider a blogger or a publisher, a publicist, in it, and say that, okay, I want to go travel with 5 people. And then the host will say, okay, because of difficulties with finances and all of that, we can't do 5 people, we can do only 2, we can do only 3. When it happens like that, it becomes a bit challenging for the artist, especially when the person is an independent artist. Maybe he might not have the resources to sponsor
another blogger or journalist.
to go with them. Maybe if the host is saying that, okay, they could even say that, okay, if you are coming with 5 people or 4 people, maybe we can give you, apart from the 2, we will pay like half for the other 2, and then maybe you also pay half of the cost. That would have been a bit soft for the artist, but they don't come with some of these negotiations. They don't come up with some of these proposals. So it becomes a bit challenging. Sometimes when you are back, you will think that the artist doesn't want to travel with anybody. I think they would all love to travel, go and play shows or festivals or tour Europe or America, and then when they come back home, or even when they are there, they will wake up and see all the television stations talking about their shows, all blogs blogging about them, all websites writing news about them. They will love it.
Yeah.
But I think it has got to do with, first of all, who is hosting the artist and what kind of negotiations they have, and then finances. I agree that there are some artists in our space that can afford to at least travel with one person, but they don't do it. That one I agree. And I don't know for what reasons they do that. Maybe because they are well established and they know how to get their news or the media to talk about them, so they don't see the need to sponsor a blogger or a publicist and travel with them here and there, and they think it's cost effective. So for me, this conversation, we have to really go like beyond just saying that, oh, the artist should travel with a journalist, the artist should travel with because it all boils down to negotiations. If the host doesn't have it, they don't have it. They can't. There's nothing the artist can do. Maybe the artist appearance or performance fee crap, the whatever deal the artist is proposing is not even forthcoming. So they've negotiated something very small or moderate, and then they have to go and sponsor another person, flight issues and all of that too. So
but they're also enjoying the benefits. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
I'm sure all the videos that Ronnie is everywhere he has taken and posted, Stonebwoy saw him, and Stonebwoy knows he was working for him at the time.
Yes,
and he's enjoying it. Now if you go onto his timeline, Richie, you can show some of these videos that we are talking about whilst we do the reviews. If you go onto the timeline of Ronnie is everywhere, he's poor everywhere with most of Stonebwoy's shows. When he was doing it for Sarko the same way, he's poor everywhere with Sarko but they wouldn't make it look like they needed someone like that. Meanwhile, these guys are bound here. You can get someone. I remember when Kobiche was still in that space, he was always looking for the opportunity to follow someone like Sarkodie on one of his tours, but maybe that opportunity never came.
But I think what we need to discuss is how they can collaborate. Both journalists, bloggers, and then the artists can collaborate, put their heads together and say, okay, on this date I'll be in Europe. So yes, and this is the package that I have for a blogger or a journalist to travel with me. So anyone who has that, who can fit in, should just apply for it and then let's go. There should be that collaboration, because I feel it becomes a heavy burden on the artist alone to say that, okay, I want to sponsor a blogger or somebody and then travel with them, because if we put everything aside, apart from the fact that Stonebwoy might be enjoying all this publicity and the videos that Ronnie is everywhere is putting out, let's not forget Ronnie also went there for content, and he will be making money. That's his business. Yeah, that is his business. Like he if he doesn't have any interest, he will not go there. He is not doing Stonebwoy and Sarko a charity work. He is going to make a lot from whatever videos or pictures he is also getting. So the thing is, let's find a way and come to an understanding that we will all collaborate. Okay, sometimes the bloggers should also approach the artists and say, okay, I've seen that you have posted or updated or announced that on this date you have an American tour or you are going on an Europe tour. This is my proposal. I want to take like 30% of the cost. I want you to take the 70% or the 60. Take 60. Let me take 40, and then let me go with you. Let me do this work for you. It's the same thing when they are here. I think the artists, some of them pay them to do some of these things for them. Yeah. They don't come for them to do it for free. They could say that, okay, yeah, Ronnie is everywhere, is there. It is just saying that the artist saying that, yeah, because if you're a blogger, you need me to create your content. If I'm coming to you, I shouldn't pay you. It's the same thing. So I think that once it is your business and the artist has another business where he is going to enjoy in whatever thing you are going to do, find a way and sit down with the artist, collaborate with them. That will be much better than saying that at all costs, like they should travel with a blogger. Yes, they need the publicity, but don't forget that if you don't do it, if the artists are not traveling with people, those who will see the artist content as necessary will still pick it up and do whatever they need for them.
They have to do for them.
You understand? We will sit here, we will not travel to Europe or America with any artist, but we've been discussing the issues, and you think they don't enjoy? They enjoy it.
Of course.
When we sit here and we talk about the shows they are playing and all of that, they are enjoying publicity and mileage. They love it. But we've not been paid for it. So we should find a way to collaborate and have some of these discussions done.
Well, Chamo, what do you also think about the observation about our stars who are obviously enjoying?
Let me even add this. Do you know that some of the artist handlers, managers and all of that, sometimes even the team that they travel with, it is not all of them that they get 100% sponsorship to travel with the artist. Some of them have like 50, 40. They will even tell you if you can buy your
own tickets,
then we will fly with you. It is because of financial issues and all of that. So,
well, Chabo.
Yeah, I think for me, what you are saying, I will only consider it as a business proposal to the artist.
Okay.
But they don't necessarily have to do it, or it's not by force that they do it. In fact, they are not directly enjoying from Rooney is everywhere. It is indirect. Why am I saying that? Rooney is everywhere is also doing his job. If he will not be taking Sarko there and Stonebwoy's video, what would he be doing? He went there for whatever business. He should concentrate on that. I think these contents are also helping him. His name is also coming up because of this content. In fact, we have unknown artists, or we have artists who are not as big as Sarkodie and Stonebwoy also playing shows there. Why is he not covering that one? Because that one will not give him any traction.
Any mileage.
Any mileage for him to also for us to know that he is working. So this is a mutual thing. I think he's benefiting and the artists are also benefiting. So yes, I think it will make business sense if the artists have the means to some from time to time work with the bloggers or work with somebody like that. That one, I think it will make sense for them to do that. But as for what is happening now, it's a mutual thing. The artists need him and he also needs them. So it's both of them are benefiting. So it's not like they are doing him any favor. The same way the artists are also not doing him any favor. It's like everybody is working, and that's how the ecosystem is, or that's how the system is. If Rooney is everywhere, is getting shows to cover, he will get more people watching whatever he's doing. The same way the artists will also get the publicity that will help them to get their next show. So they are working together, and it's beautiful. If you are a lazy blogger, that's what it is. You know, nobody will come to your page or see whatever you are doing, because you have nothing good going. The same way, if you are an artist and you are not playing shows, nobody will come and video you or talk about you, because there's no news coming from you.
That's true.
So I think it's a mutual thing. So it's beautiful. Yes, I think he is doing a good job, because we are getting what is happening there through his work. But it's a mutual thing. So, and it's a nice proposal to the musicians or the artists can also consider. Yeah.
Well, so this is about the celebrities, the bloggers, and how they can work together. The case study of Ronnie is everywhere, as well as Stonebwoy and Sarkodie. Congratulations to Ronnie. That was also his first time in America, and he's killing it. I'm sure he wishes not to come now, because Sonny Badu has even prophesied unto him that he is not to be a blogger. He's supposed to be an estate developer, and that is where his riches are. Yeah, I saw that particular prophecy. Yes, Sonny Badu thinks that his real core,
it wasn't a doom prophecy.
His real core is to be a real estate person. So let's see how that goes. We are still monitoring to see how it goes. Now let's fly over to Nigeria. Let's fly over to Nigeria right now, where in Nigeria, a gentleman seems to be on the neck of Davido over what I would say, or I would refer to as excessive trust or excessive love for an artist. Yes, we wish that every artist will get some people who would like them, who would support them, who would project them. But sometimes when it comes in these forms, you ask yourself that, Boko dear, Bibia, you okay dear. Now this gentleman we have seen in the video says that he has something for the video. Because of that, he is riding a bike all the way. Okay, let me read what is there. It says, a young man called Emiwooks embarked on a Benue to Lagos on a bicycle to meet Afrobeat superstar Davido. He is currently on day 8 today. So he is also more or less doing like the guys who drove from here to London, and they got all the fans. Looks like this guy wants to take the fans from them. But he says, a young man called Emiwooks embarked on a Benue to Lagos on a bicycle to meet Afrobeat superstar Davido. He is currently on day 8. So when Davido saw it, he said, turn around, I'm not home. That's what Davido said. I'm sure if he was speaking, he would say, turn around. But because he wrote it, he said, turn around, I'm not home. Now let's go on to this. This one says, I am not going back. Okay, so this is the gentleman, Emiwooks. Charlie. After Davido had told him to go back because he's not at home, this gentleman went ahead to even quote Davido's tweet, where he said that, I'm not going back, boss. I must present my gift to you at Davido. Benin State heading to Ogun any moment from now. Yeah, this guy is crazy. So Davido is telling him to go back because he's not at home. Guy says no, he's not going back, and that he is ready to still give the gift to Davido. As to what that gift, maybe that's the gift he's holding. Maybe that's the gift he's holding.
The gift is in the bag.
Well, maybe it is in the bag, like you are saying. And Davido comes to say, you know what here, or your send account, then you can do your great journey when I'm back. So Davido, after telling the guy to return because he's not at home, the guy says, no, I must present my gift to you. Benin State heading to Ogun any moment from now. It means guy means business. So this is what has pushed the video to also ask him for his account. And you know, if the video asks you for your account, you should start dancing, because OBO will give you money and you enjoy. So I'm sure this guy is about to enjoy some big money ever. Should we consider this as a normal fan or an abnormal fan? Nana?
That's a normal fan.
Chamo, whilst we are waiting, can you do this for me? I want you to do the distance from
802.8 kilometers.
800.
That's
800
14 hours.
If you are using a car, it will take you about 14 hours, 46 minutes.
14 hours.
Cow.
Yeah, if you are using a car.
Hey!
If you are using a car. If you are walking, it will take you about 148 hours. So let's try it.
Bicycle,
let's
let's
say
100 hours.
So,
14 hours.
yeah. If you are using a car,
Mm-hmm.
it will take you 14 hours. So if you are if you are walking, it will take you 148 hours.
And now if you're riding a bike.
So if you are riding a bike, in fact, the map has
Close
blank that one.
Okay.
I mean, it's like it's impossible to use a bike. So
Yeah, I get.
because it's
They don't see anybody doing that.
yes, and it's dangerous. That's why, because you will be on the road as cars and where if you are using a bicycle, you are likely to take the same route as the cars. So it's dangerous. But if you are walking, you may be taking a route that you will not meet car or whatever. That's why they have allowed the walking, but
To be.
bicycle no. It's green. You can't even click on it. So like if you take it, like it will take him about 100 hours to do that. So 100 hours divided by 24 is about 4 days. Yeah. So let's say it will take him about 4 days to get
Riding
to
on a
it.
bike.
Yes.
Nana, is he an abnormal fan?
I see him to be a normal fan. Like, he's just obsessed with Davido, and aside that, he also wants to make some money out of whatever thing he's doing, because he knows once it is Davido, the news will come up. And when the news come up, in fact, if Davido doesn't even ask for account, somebody will ask for his account and would want to stop him from traveling all the way from, is it Benue or to Lagos? I mean, it is dangerous and very risky. So some of these fans,
But he means it.
some of these fans sometimes they put a lot of pressure, fear, and panic on artists because.
Oh, let me add this. I don't know if you guys have seen this. There's a video of the late Susie Williams' mother demanding for some house support that Nana McBrown pledged or promised. Okay, don't let me say pledged. Promised to help her. And she's in the media talking. Yes. She's in the media talking. I have a voice. Maybe I can give it to Richie to play as well. Yeah, he said Nana McBrown should come and continue what she has started. As saying, oh, Bibi Huza, you Richie will play the voice. Nana, continue.
They put a lot of pressure on artists because aside from whatever reasons or motivations you would have to do some of these things, Davido will also be thinking like, okay, what if something happens on your way to? The news will be Davido's fan in so and so. Like, that's some of these conversations that will come up will not be very good for his image or his mind at that time. So the fans should we understand that in most of the time they have good intentions about the artist. They love the artist and would want to do anything for them, but they shouldn't take some of these risky adventures to just appreciate fans or show them love, because at the end of the artist need you. You understand? If you are there, that is when the artist also know that, yeah, I have some people that loves me and all of that. So live for the artist. Don't endanger your lives for the artist. If you want to share gifts, if you want to do anything, and you don't have any other agenda behind it, I mean, in today's world, you can deliver these gifts in so many ways.
Yeah.
In so many, especially when the person is even asking you to just go back home. He is not even in time. You are still insisting. He just wants to enjoy the traction that comes with some of these things, knowing very well that in recent times, when you embark on some of these journeys, you will be
becomes
you
monumental.
become popular. You be like everywhere. People will even share gifts with you and all of that. So he is going to give maybe a small gift to expecting a bigger gift. That's exactly
it's
what
a bait.
Yeah, trap.
What to the hook? The video
Davido is also responding to the tweet and doing this back and forth with the guy. I mean, he has achieved, even if he doesn't come to deliver the package to Davido again. If he sends the account and Davido shares anything, or even when Davido returns, he will still be under that pressure to even go and see who is this guy, why was he trying to do this. You understand? If he doesn't go, it will also become another conversation that, oh, somebody was even trying to show you love from all the way from there, and he didn't. When you came back to Lagos, you did not even bother to go, and you don't love your fans. You don't like people will have
you don't connect.
some weird conversations. Yeah, you don't connect with your fans, and they will have some very, very weird conversations around some of this. So I would advise that the fans should not embark on such dangerous or risky adventures just to show love to artists.
Wow, Chamo.
Yeah, I think.
How do you also judge this case?
Yeah, I think it's risky, and Davido has done enough. I mean, even responding to the tweet is enough. So if the guy will not stop and still continue, he is no more a fan as he wants to portray. Because the guy that you say that you love or you respect, he is telling you not to embark on things, and you say no, I will still do it.
Still want to do it.
It means you just want to do your thing. It's not like you really want to respect him or behave like a fan that you are. And so I think Davido has done enough. He shouldn't mind him again. I mean, if you go along with some of these things, it will be more. I mean, everybody will just do something. Somebody somewhere will also
grab your attention.
Another way to grab your attention. So I would advise Davido to ignore him, especially after telling him to stop, and he says that no, I insist, I will still do it. He is no more doing it for you. He is doing it for himself. So you don't have to, tolerate or encourage him to even do more. If he is going to do things for himself, he should go ahead and do it, and then face the consequences or whatever comes along with it. So I think Davido, he has done well for responding to the tweet and saying that, Oga, go home, I'm not even around. But if he insists or he says that no, I will still leave him, at that point he is no more the fan that he says he is. He is just doing his thing. So that's why I'll say. So
Is it the same guy, another person?
Yeah.
I hear this is another person. No.
Yeah.
Already or working
You see the pressure that I'm talking about.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people are going to just to make sure that they also send their accounts, and they will be expecting something. Like, you don't do that if you love somebody.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I mean, he shouldn't be responding to some of these things, because
Davido should not be responding to them.
Yeah. People will just take advantage of you for your good deeds. It happens all the time. When they see that you are that generous, people will lie to take money from you. People will do a lot of things. So you just have to be careful how you respond to them. And this is a typical example. In fact, after responding to him and he's still saying that I will come, he's not doing it for you, so he should relax. Yeah.
Okay. I saw a video in which I think he was talking. I don't know if Richie got that one, but if Richie did not get, I cited the Nana McBrown example. I don't know, Richie, if you want us to listen to what the Susie Williams' mom is saying. Can we listen now?
The landlord is on my neck, and I have no place to lay my head. The only place is only Susie's. Yeah, sweet Nanama McBrown. The landlord is on my neck, and I have no place to lay my head. The only place is only Susie's grave. Yeah, sweet Nanama McBrown. The landlord is on my neck, and I have no. As if the dress.
Subscribe. Don't forget to say.
Yeah, sweet Nanama McBrown. The landlord is on my neck, and I have no place to lay my head. The only place is only Susie's grave.
Empress Nana Ama McBrown.
You have
Anybody who
already that you will do more. So please, the time is up.
again.
You have started something.
Of Susie Williams and Ochema. Nana McBrown. What's your neighbor?
I know you. You have started something. Please continue. You have promised already that you will do more. So please, the time is up.
Again. I am Sammy K Media. So
and you heard the voice of the woman. That Nana McBrown was starting out ye baby. See Brenna's landlord mommy pressure. One mommy is Ghana and Kohine down there. The cock or that Ceci Williams agreed so. And so pressure yeah they might be bass. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, people do that, and as I said earlier, I will repeat it. When people see that you are generous, you are willing to help, they will come up with a whole lot of reason to take money from you. In fact, some will even think that they are wiser than you. That's why they can just conjure any reason to take money from you. It happens all the time. So sometimes you have to be careful the way you go about this. I mean, this pressure and the kind of message coming, no, it's not somebody who is begging for help. It's like you owe me, you have to do it.
Yes.
And we don't live like that. You don't call for help in this manner. I mean, it's not good, especially when you are calling people like Nanama McBrown with such a clean image. It will backfire. I think whoever was advising the lady did her a very, very big disservice. I mean, they didn't advise her well. I mean, you can get Nanambe's contact, call her and talk to her about your situation that you need help. But to do a video or an audio and put it out like that, I think this is not a good sign. Nanamba should be careful. I mean, if this one will come out like this, it will not end there.
Yeah.
New ones will come, because in fact, people that you have not even promised will see you have promised them.
Yeah, they'll come and give you that.
They will come and give you pressure to do stuff. So yeah, this world there is some way, but that's how it is. So you just have to leave it like that.
Nana, touch on Nana man, 1 minute, be let's close.
I'm just trying to be careful the words I want to use for this woman. Like the audacity. If somebody says she will do something for you, you have the guts to do audio and put it out, demanding, telling the person that it is time.
I'll go and sleep at.
Go and sleep.
Go and sleep.
Why are you telling us? Why you don't know Susie's grave? Go and sleep. Go and sleep there. In fact, that is when you are sleeping. When you sleep there for like we will come and sympathize with you. That is when we will know that we're near break. People should stop some of these things. That's why I've always been saying that. See, we shouldn't overburden the good people that we have, or the people that have the heart to render certain kindness to us. Don't overburden such people. When you do that, you are the others who also would be motivated by their kindness will run away. They will not even venture into such space. They will not come and do anything for anybody. True. I don't know why you would want to come out and say you promised to do something and that you have started. Meaning she has done something for you.
For you cry already, yeah.
Yes, meaning she has done something good things for you already. So why can't you just appreciate that? And even if you want more, is this the best way to ask for more? as if she owes you. Mommy, she doesn't owe you anything. She in fact, she is not under any obligation to do you a favor.
The way they are saying it today, pressure.
Like as a one guy,
and you put it out. That is even the
just and you know the understanding they have that if I put it out, people will stop. People will feel guilty, and then they would want to come and do something to show off or to say that they have also done something. Nana Mama, don't go and do anything. If Nana Mama was to be my blood sister, like this woman, I will make sure she doesn't do anything for her.
I see.
If you want favors, find the appropriate way, like Chebo was saying. Reach out to people. In fact, be humble in your request for favors. This woman is talking look at she's not in video on tape, but the voice alone is irritating. So irritating. Like how? And who is advising her to do that? Where is her family?
That one I don't know.
And after this audio went out, what are the family even saying? Does she have a husband or she's single?
I'm sure she has.
So what is the husband?
No, I doubt.
Maybe the husband is not.
Yeah.
So I don't understand because
there are so many questions.
Yeah, like if I should hear my mom or anybody that I relate to doing a thing like this, I will quickly come and ask questions. Because if the same thing, let's just close our eyes and imagine somebody doing an audio or video to say that this same woman promised her to buy something for her and that it is time, so she should come and do that for her in her current state. No, we shouldn't. No, we should stop some of these things. If you love somebody, don't put pressure on them. Charlie, people are not sleeping. In fact, some of these public figures, celebrities, they don't sleep because of some of these reasons. Because maybe I call you be Papa Bakubi, and let me even share this. I know my mom Ashamodi will be angry, but I also share it. Sometimes the number of calls that I get as Ashamodi's manager
from people who
want help. That's Sammy. And these are some of the demands. Like they will call you as if you owe them. Hey, mo be promise say so and so now. Time nature mo.
Back on promise they are there money.
No, that Moon say. But I mean, when people are making some of these promises, say be an nice be so, and I say be also expecting
something may happen.
Yes, something can happen. Something might come. So don't put pressure and they talk. For instance, if I come and then I do something for Sammy, and then Sammy will go and talk to Kerry, go and Charlie, this man, what must I say? We know this suka grab me there. No, I catch a Richie. There. Foul ban so ban is na fane work go there.
Wow. Na no go any ba.
Na wow. It's sad. I think it is one. I think it's about time we all as human beings should understand that. See, we shouldn't make some of these people go through such emotional, I don't know if I should say torture or
like it is emotional.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that at all.
Well, let's see if we can close on this note. In a long while, Shatta Wale had not granted an interview to any media house or person, but I think some 2 days ago, he granted an interview to Phil Daddy of Empire FM in Takrade, and the interview has generated so much headlines in our industry. And 2 of them, I want us to put them together and see how best we can deal with them. In one, he talked about the fact that it would be wrong for any other person to compare Ghanaian musicians to the Nigerian musicians, making mention of Burna Boy and the Davidos because they are far gone, far gone. So it would be wrong for any other person to even compare them. If you compare them, you are not doing a good thing, a good service to them as Ghanaian artists. Then in another video, He's also promised to help some young talent in our music industry, and that has also been mentioned. But let's listen to what he said about the comparison thing that I know has also become one of the issues in our industry. Let's listen to it. When I come back, I take views from my people and we run away from here.
Ghana boy came to Davido came to Ghana. He drove right into my house to record with me. Davido came to Ghana. He drove right into my house to record with me. Ghana boy came to Ghana. I stayed with him for 1.5 years in Ghana. Don't the industry see that these are signs that no, this guy could have even taken us there first before these boys go. Yeah. But now see Ghana boy and Davido and the whiskets and stuff like that. We can't even compare no single artist, including me, to them. Is that not a saying? It's a big thing. Just because we don't watch the growth of our artists, we don't watch what they are doing. We don't even inquire. The only thing we want to check about them is why be Bonnie and I have you insulted somebody? Is there a problem when we went to this event? We have to be fair now. Oh, you see a blog, maybe Saturday performing for a Saturday force on stage. Is that the news that will bring us money? Is that business? That is not business. Davido came to Ghana. He drove right into my house to record with me. Ghana boy came to Ghana. I stayed with him for 1.5 years in Ghana. Don't the industry see that these are signs that no, this guy could have even taken us there first before these boys go. Yeah. But now see Ghana boy and Davido and the whiskets and stuff like that. We can't even compare no single artist, including me, to them. Is that not a saying? It's a big thing. Just because we don't watch the growth of our artists, we don't watch what they are doing. We don't even inquire. The only thing we want to check about them is why be Bonnie and I have you insulted somebody? Is there a problem when we went to this event? We have to be fair now. Oh, you see a blog, maybe Saturday performing for a Saturday force on stage. Is that the news that will bring us money? Is that business? That is not business.
Well, so that was another point taken from that interview. And Richie, let me read the other story briefly. And a story on my jaw online written by Kwame Dazi, where it says Shatta plans on grooming emerging artists. Let me go into the story briefly. It says Ghanaian dancehall artist Shatta has disclosed his intentions to provide support for up-and-coming artists. He told Feeling Daddy in an interview on Takrady-based Empire FM that he is planning on helping budding artists to know the industry they are getting into, so they don't commit some of the errors made by the current musicians. My future plans involve identifying emerging talent and offering them guidance to comprehend the music business in Ghana. This initiative is designed to prevent them from repeating the same mistakes that some of us have experienced, he noted. He also talked about how a section of the media has sullied his brand over the years, indicating that he finds a way of spinning the negative talk about him into positive gains. I consistently leverage these opportunities to transform negativity into positivity for personal gain. And this is what Shatta had said. Okay, Richie wants me to continue. He says, responding to comments by some media people that he does not deserve to have a diplomatic passport, contrary to a suggestion by former French ambassador Anne-Sophie Avi, he said the media personalities should lend their support and advocate for the cause with politicians rather than undermine specific artists in their discussions. Such negative attitudes might not be taken seriously by politicians, hampering our overall efforts, he told Feeling Daddy. Shatta is one of the artists in Ghana who has always waxed opinionated on issues bordering on the arts and other national matters. While he has been hailed by a lot of his fans for his boldness in speaking his mind, others have also chastised him for the extremities. Let's wrap up here, and Nana, put the two together. Let's close. Time is up.
Yes. On the first video that he said they shouldn't compare them to Nigerian artists. I don't know if the understanding I am getting is right. Because what I get is that like the media or people should not compare them to the likes of Burna Boy, Davido and all of that, because they are far gone. Well, that comparison conversation cannot be taken out of our space.
Okay.
It will forever be there because, in as much as the people are enjoying the songs and the music, people also want some bragging rights from their favorite artists, and that is what will spark up some of these conversations. They want to see, every fan wants to see his favorite artist doing something superior to the other artists. So if you are not doing that day in, day out, some of these conversations will come up. It's just like football. Players will be compared forever and ever. Clubs will be compared forever and ever. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. So I would rather say that maybe Shatta should not be bothered about some of these talks. Yes, if you think you are working and your work speaks for you, you are okay as an artist, focus on your journey. I mean, that it is not every conversation that you would let it get to you or get bothered over them and have conversations over them. Me, if I was even an artist and I go for interviews and you ask me about some of these things, I will jump the question. I will not even talk about it because what can I do? Like anything I do, if I go beyond the sky, you will still compare me to somebody. If I do like anything, like you should mention one thing that you will do as a musician, and somebody will say, okay, now we will not talk about it. We will not compare him to this person. At every level that you get, there is somebody ahead of you in that level.
True.
So definitely that comparison thing will be there. So I think Shatta should not be bothered. I mean, people are comparing certain artists to him as we speak. You understand? So me, I think he should even take the pride in people mentioning his name to match up with some of these names. It tells your relevance. It tells how important you are and the good things you are doing in your space. If you are not relevant or not doing anything right, nobody will use you to compare anybody. Nobody. As we are sitting here, if you are talking about pandas, some names will come into your mind, and these are the names that you would want to compare. It's okay, this person is doing it right, this person is not doing it right, this person. If your name doesn't come on the table, you are not even part of the conversation.
True.
You are not important. So if you are important, they have to talk about you. In fact, the day they will stop comparing him to other artists, or the day they will stop comparing certain Ghanaian artists to the likes of these Nigerian artists, they should cry. They should, they should worry. If you wake up and nobody is mentioning your name to say, okay, when you compare him to this person is doing this person is far gone, this person, you should be worried. It means your works are not being recognized anymore. You are not part of that. Like when people wake up from their bed, when people get to work, you are not part of their production plans. And that is something you should worry about instead of asking questions about why maybe somebody is comparing you to somebody or not. I mean, you shouldn't worry about those things. He's doing fine.
About guiding up and coming artists or emerging talents not to make the mistakes.
I wonder if Shatta can do this thing. I'm not saying he doesn't have the heart to do it, but would the up and coming artists even allow themselves for this thing to happen?
The other day, I think I saw him talking to Last Mate. Remember?
Yes.
Later, he told me he was, I'm sure, like this one.
You see, when artists are coming up and they get to the level where Last Mate, the likes of Black Sherries have gotten to, and if you're a legend in the industry like Shatta Wale, and you want to go and advise them, especially when they have not even called for it, but you are planning to organize them or maybe call them individually and advise them. You know what I want to say?
You don't know what you are doing. You don't know what you are saying.
Rebecca just don't tell with you.
And then catch
but Anka, it is good. It is always good to keep an old woman in the house. My Ashanti people will say that what the old woman sitting will see, if you are a child when you are standing, you can't see it.
In fact, even if they put you on a tree,
On a tree, you can't see it. So it would have been nice that they have some of these guidance and all of that. But I will wish the up and coming artists requesting for it and making efforts to reach out to some of big artists like Shatta, Wale, Wendy Shea, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, because they have passed through a certain process to be who they are today. And you as an up and coming artist, you are yet to see some of the realities that they have encountered. Some, it did not break them. Some too emotionally they were broken. So it will be better going forward or coming up as a young artist. You reach out, you seek advice. Okay, when I come across some of these things, what should I do? How should I take to heart some of these conversations? Then you'll be growing. Because we are all here. At some point in time, somebody will say, hey, now Stonebwoy is matured. When he is granting interviews, the way he talks and the way he answers his question, it's a process. He has grown from somewhere to somewhere. So if you are a smart up and coming artist, when you get close to Stonebwoy, you will learn some of these things. You ask questions and then he will feed you or he will guide you with some
like the do's and don'ts.
You understand?
The things you are supposed
to do and not to do. The how you are supposed to answer questions and all. So it would have been a good thing. But me personally, I would advise that Shatta should sit, or like he should sit at home and expect these up and coming artists to make this effort, because it is going to do them a lot of good than Shatta Wale. In fact, Shatta's effort is going to be seen as, like they always say, ahosheshe. Say who say the time we trim into the person who could trim colano and person taking colano shine, and then we are gonna these conversations, the people they will have it. So just relax at home. The wise ones amongst them that will see the need to come to you and say that, grandpa or legend, please, I am embarking on the same journey, the same theft that you have been on for over 20 years. I need guidance. Then you give it directions to them. Yeah. Sorry. Anytime I do this, I want to say my bad, but when I'm coming to say then tornado will come to my
my bad.
When he's doing this video.
So tornado. And I said anything.
My bad. I love that guy. I also travel to Tema. I'll walk and I'll go and give him this.
He's in America now.
Is
he back?
I don't know.
Yeah, he went to America.
I'll wait when he comes back. I'll wait when he comes back. Then I'll do that. So I think Shatta should wrap it up. I would advise that he's a big man. He should stay home. Let the wise ones among these artists come and knock at his doors. Because whatever knowledge Shatta Wale have now, baby a tone.
Yeah.
It is not for free. People go for consultations and you know how much they charge them. So it is huge knowledge. If you are wise or smart, he especially when he has come out to say that he wants to give it for free. This is the time you approach him. Whatever thing you want to learn, you learn. Don't wait for him to come and organize whatever or be calling you one by one. No, that's not his job.
Okay, Chamo. Let's close. Our time is up.
Let's make it brief and with the comparison thing, I think he's just worrying himself. It will not stop today. It will not stop tomorrow or even forever.
Of course.
It will not stop. The comparison must still come as long as that we have schemes. As long as we have different platforms competing for numbers and all that thing will not stop. So I think he should stop worrying about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we know that some people sometimes do unfair comparison. They are comparing things that they shouldn't be comparing, but it's part of it. I mean, some will get it right, some will get it wrong, but that's what it is. So he should just be ready for that, that's all. And then with his idea of helping up and coming artists, guiding them, it's a fantastic idea, but he should be careful, you know. Good intention is always not enough, as we always say.
Yeah.
That's
your intentions might be good.
Yes, but the
interpretation
will be something else. So I mean, I would say that he should be careful if he wants to embark on something like that. But it's a good idea anyway, and those who will get the opportunity, I think, will learn a lot from him, and then also use it to do
better
the
themselves.
business. Yes, and that's what I would say about it.
Well, guys, our weekend starts now, but we are still promising you everything will be uploaded for the weekend for you to also enjoy. And this Sunday, we will surely do Sammy Flex Connect. You guys should forgive me. I know I've been a bad boy over the Connect, but this Sunday, dear, dole. I was busy, I was not feeling well, coupled with a whole lot of things. But this Sunday, 7 p.m. go, we'll be coming back to do. I know people have missed it. The way last week people were ready to fire on Ola Michael. Them charge her off. But we will surely come back to do it. So let's see how best we do it, guys. Thank you so much, Chemo. Thank you, Nana Reagan. Thank you, Digital Rasta Currency on camera. Richie Flex, thanks so much.
Sorry, this one they give me one second. Before we go, Plug Up is coming up. I think today they've confirmed the registration and everything.
What is Plug Up?
Okay, Plug Up is a new company that I have registered for events and artists, PR agencies, and all of that.
That's dope.
So there's more to come. Today, everything has been finalized, and it will be. We will start work probably maybe next month or so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Events, PR, artist management, promotions,
everything. In fact, event plan. If you are even doing your wedding and you want us to plan for you,
I check. Artist booking agency. Yeah. No, but I like the name. Plug Up. Yeah, the name they be. Yeah. And it's modern to the scheme of things we do now. Plug up, we go plug you. That be all. Say plug up, we go plug you. Yes, guys. So thank you so much. Special thanks to you for also joining us throughout the week. More content over the weekend. Still check out. We are out of here. Bye bye.